Good morning, everybody. Good to see you all. Amanda's gone back off the hat. Any other hats out there? It looks like it. We'll see. I don't know. Oh, yes,
Brandy.
Good morning, Brandy. Nice. All right. Well, it's 7 o'clock. Let's get this. That always okay. Rule number 1, don't put the bell, Ian, tip, note to self, don't put the bell right next to your head. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to April 30th. We are now a third of the way through 2021. And I don't know how or when that happened, but it is true. So welcome. Our vision of seeing the world where people unite and take action to create lasting change around the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. Our statement of valuing diversity and celebrating the contributions of people of all backgrounds, regardless of any differences or unique abilities and skills and personage. And this morning we're looking out at from Carol's home. This is a very relaxing morning pictures. So I thought I would share that again and introduce any guests we might have. Got to get this moved out of the way so I can see. You know that little thing you have that, there we go, put it up there. So I don't see any guests yet. We do have a couple of people who will be coming when they can, so we'll make sure we say hi to them.
Raven is here.
Where? Oh, Raven, I'm sorry, you're over there. Hey, welcome back. How are you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Good. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Raven. I am with Arcata High Interact.
It's good to see you. Good to see you, yes. All right. We'll catch our other folks when they come. Remind you all about the raffle. Today we're going for the American money. Not traveling today, but we are going to the races. So, Romi, sorry, you want to tell us your story.
Well, I needed a little break from grading, so then Glenn and I decided to get on. I have a fabulous mountain bike. Her name is Bertha, dual suspension. She's really terrific, and we got all the way, did the climb. That's the most important part. And then one of the first trails on the way down, just back tire slid out from underneath me. And the funny thing is, everything went down on my right side. Thank goodness, always wear a helmet. People always wear a helmet. And then, but all this, all torn up arm. But I don't know what, my left hand just decided to fly right into the action, and I broke 3 bones over there and had to walk the bike down after trying to ride it with 3 bones and my boat broken in my hand, but then had to walk it down about 2.5 miles. And then I thought, I don't know, I don't want to go to the ER, but I'm glad I did.
Oh, ouch, ouch. Sometimes you have to go to the ER, you know, that's what it's for. That is what it's for.
I know, I thought I was being a baby, but it turns out, nah, it was legit.
I hope Dick caught the fact that you started out by saying that I needed a break from
doing the work,
because that was classic.
I got 3 breaks.
No, I think you, as always, you are an overachiever in, you know, doing what you got to do. Well, we're if there's anything any of us can do for you,
somebody could brush my hair and put it in a braid.
Okay. Oh, wow, there we go. I think Jessica.
I'll be right over.
Sounds like a fun fellowship event. We could all take turns in your hair and see who does the best job. But
it could be a contest.
That's right.
Romi, I like the fact that you had the presence of mind to put on your RCAS mask That's great.
Oh, I know. You know, if I'm going to go be seen in public, actually, that was 2 masks. I'm like seriously anxious about going into a hospital.
For sure.
Brushing
Well,
the hair can be a fundraiser.
I
wish
think we could come up with some really good styles, folks.
Yeah. We wish you a speedy recovery and do let us know if there's anything any of us can do. I think you've got your hair braider. We'll be seeing you soon. And oh my gosh. Well, we've got a couple guests who have come in. So I want to go back. Marty, you just want to say hello, introduce yourself.
My name is Marty Coelho. I'm the Executive Director of College Advancement and CR Foundation, and I'll be here today on behalf of the COVID Economic Resilience Consortium, the CERC.
Thank you. And I see that Nira is here. Hi, would you like to say hello, Nira? Oops, she is. Hello. She's still getting situated. Mira? I don't know if she can hear me or not.
I'm not sure.
Mike, you want to introduce her?
Nira is calling in from her small town in Colombia. She is my fiance. And with any luck, she should be here within a couple of months.
Wonderful. Yay. Good morning. All right. So I'm looking to see if we're all accounted for. I think we are. All right. So derby hats. I found some folks on the web, and I think the purple one is like a COVID hat because somebody had to have a lot of time to crochet that and come up with that design. So it's a COVID derby hat. But who else has hats on today? We've got Chris has his hat on. We've got Amanda, Brandy, Raven's got a hat on. John, are you putting a hat on or what's going on? Oh, your background's messing with your hat. Jess, do you have a little hat on too, don't you? Yes.
A little fast.
I love the name of those, the fascinators. I couldn't remember it, but I know.
I have a couple for you. Let's see here.
Okay. Oh, very nice. I'm gonna put on my fascinator. Comes off the hat. It's a dual. Also great for grocery shopping, I think. Wow. Well, Jess, you seem to have a couple different things going on there. So, and very cool. Raven, I like yours also. That's very cool. So I don't know, guys. I think Jess has the variety. You want a prize, Jess? I think, Scott, you've got a hat on too, but is it a derby hat? It's a keep your head warm hat. Yeah. Okay, Jess, I think you're going to get the prize. Yeah, she's excited. So this is the prize. I haven't purchased it yet, but it's a $20 gift certificate at the Griffin and a $20 gift certificate at Bigfoot. So I couldn't decide between the two, so you get both, okay? So remind me to get that taken care of for you. And you probably can just go in there since both Ray and Vanessa are here, and but I will actually pay them. Alrighty. Here's some pictures from the last time I got to wear this hat. Remember a few years ago, our spring fundraiser at the races. What do we call it? Triple Crown. And there's Brandon and I having fun in the photo booth thingy. Oh, those were the days. I'll never get that close to him again. It'll just never happen. I'll be like, ah! Anyway, that was fun. So let's do some gratitude this morning. We've got Gregg and Charlie up on the agenda. I'm looking to see if Charlie J is here. I don't see her, but Gregg, I thought I saw you at one point. There you are.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Boy, this is kind of it's ironic too, because we have Marty here today from the CERC, and I think it's a big gratitude coming sort of out of this year of, I don't know, pandemic. I mean, obviously, but trying to find a better adjective. But it's in my realm. It was, of course, a very challenging year, and I guess my gratitude is that so many people stepped up to go beyond and above and beyond and do what they could to challenge themselves and challenge each other to help this community. And we're part of this group that meets 3 times a week, and people are just creative and hardworking and dedicated, and it's been a real pleasure to work with them. So I'm sort of grateful for that.
Thank you. Yes, it's nice to see that people rise to occasions or can do it. It's great. Thank you for that. Do you want to pick somebody for next week?
Oh gosh, let me scroll through here and let's just randomly pick someone. Let's do.
This isn't the program, Gregg.
I know. I'm scrolling through. I'm going to pick Howard.
All right, Howard, have you been grateful already, or?
I already did it, and I chose Gregg to be my successor.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, I did. I remember that now. And Howard, I do owe you a phone call back. I realize that. Okay.
Please call. Yeah, thanks.
Then I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Amy Scolari, who I just scrolled my finger across here on my phone. So.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. And Amy will have you do that next week, and we'll have Charlie also do it next week. So awesome.
Woohoo.
Woohoo, yes. Cool. So here's a little thank you note we got from the folks that we helped out with Meals for Seniors. And I think, I want to just say that even though it was a handful of people that we helped, and you could think, well, it's only those, it made a big difference to them, and it helped them know that people in the community were looking out for them, and they were grateful every time we showed up. So yes, we need to make big change in the world and big change, but sometimes it starts with the one-on-one type of stuff, and I think this is a great reminder of that, as is backpacks, that helping one person at a time is valuable and makes a difference to them. So thank you everybody again for doing those things. And remind you to nominate a local business for the business awards, and you can go to the webpage there and get more information. And Raven, I want to tell you that on that webpage, there's information about scholarships that interactors are eligible for. So go to the page, check it out, and maybe one of our interactors will get an award, get a scholarship. So check it out there. It's kind of cool. Let's look at, I don't have pictures of backpacks for kids, so I pulled out this picture because I think it's great. Who did backpacks this week? Mike and Vanessa.
No, that was last. Yeah.
I helped pick up food.
And Carol picked it up.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you guys. Thanks for doing it. And we've got people scheduled for next week, it looks like. So I think we're good to go. So yeah, send me your pictures, or you're going to look at this every week.
Week after next, we did have covered, but Tammy had to cancel. So we're looking for a host for the 12th.
Yeah, I will be out of town. So otherwise I'd be happy to do it. So let's see somebody can step up and make that happen. That'd be great.
Griffin can do it.
The Griffin?
I can be there and deliver.
Yeehaw. Okay, go to the sign up and put your names down. Thank you so much. And that's awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
So I'm going to take this off because I feel like I've got a big fly on my head. Fly. All right. So I wanted to do some fact checking about COVID. And one of the things that's happening now is anyone who wants to get a shot can get a shot, which is great. But we're also seeing challenges with getting people out there to go get the shot. And you've seen on the news, of course, that some people are not getting their second shot. And it just kind of holds us back from moving forward if people, don't play along with this and do that. So I wanted to share one of the things they say that we should be doing is not shaming people or being angry at them, but talking to them if you know somebody who isn't going to do it, and learn what's going on for them. Try to figure out if you can provide them the information they need to make a decision. We do know that there are going to be some people that there's nothing you can say, but there are some people that genuinely have questions or they've heard things, and we need to be, Rotary members can really lend a hand to making these things clarifying issues. So I'm going to go through these quickly. The slides will be shared. Ed will put things up on our webpage, and this information's out there anywhere. I didn't make it up, so you'll be able to find it. But please consider, talking to your friends who may be a little hesitant to encourage it to happen. This is one that we hear a lot. People think it's unsafe because it was developed so quickly, and what we realize is they didn't skip any steps. They just cut through a lot of the red tape and the financing for it to make it go faster. But all the trials and safety reviews were done the same way, same amount of time they would always do them. This one, I was on chatting with my nieces and nephew yesterday, and they were talking about the whole inserting a chip, and that Bill Gates is inserting a microchip into all of us. And I think there is the company that's making this has a product, the inject that I just call it the needle. I didn't know it was an injection device, but the company that makes the one they're using also has a syringe that has a chip in it so they can track it and do different things, but it's not being injected. So this is how rumors get started. It's also not going to alter your DNA. And there's a lot of information about how that works, or how these vaccines work, the Pfizer and Moderna. And side effects. There can be severe side effects for people who have problems with these things, which is why they should talk to their doctor if they have any kind of health or have had past reactions. But most of us, the side effects are pretty mild or they pass. I know some of them, they're not mild. We're all different, but it's not the standard for most people. Some people think if they've already been diagnosed and had COVID, they don't need to receive the vaccine, and they're not sure, but early evidence suggests that your natural immunity may not last very long, and so the shot it is a booster to that. So you can't count on natural immunity. You also can't get COVID from the vaccine because there's no COVID in the vaccine. And there's no proof at all that if you get this, you'll become sick or be at greater risk for illness of some other illness. And we still need to mask. Certainly washing hands is always a good thing. And until enough of us have gotten the shot, we need to still do that. But fully vaccinated people can meet with other fully vaccinated people without wearing masks. And you're not going to test positive when you get it. Again, no live virus in there. And if you're not at risk of severe complications of COVID, you don't need to get the vaccine. Remember, you're getting it to protect other people as well. So even though you could survive it and don't mind being sick, people that you expose might not be able to survive it. And they still don't know the long-term effects. There's some studies coming out that people 6 months down the road, the long haulers, but there's some studies now that people who got sick and recovered are more likely to die of some complicating factor afterwards, even if they got better. So why play the game? So I have a little bit of information about how they work, but you can Google that. So I'm going to skip that for now. Here's some stuff about why to get it. And I think the last bullet is if we all get vaccinated, we can meet. We can all meet in a room together without masks. And if that's not motivation, I got nothing for you. But to me, that's great motivation. If we all get vaccinated, we can start meeting together. I'm going to share a story that I thought was really kind of cool, and then I'm going to turn it over to Marty. Let me see if I can get this to happen. Hold on a second. It's complicated. There we go. Now, wait a minute. Oh, no, quiet. Okay, hold on. Dun, 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 dun. This is when you need, this is when, Ian, you need your tech person. Or I need my tech person. I am my tech person. Okay.
You need my tech person.
I need your tech person. Yes, why don't you offer me your tech person? What's going on? Okay. Do you see a guy on the screen? Okay. And I know you're not referring to yourselves because that would be silly. You know what I mean. Okay, here we go.
I'm the 2021 Utah Teacher of the Year. I'm also a friend.
Can you hear him?
Yes, Maggie. It's
Okay.
a little quiet though.
Okay, let me see if I can, I've got my sound up as high as I can make it. Let me try again. Yeah, so just lean in, okay? Oh, cruddle. Okay, stop. There we go.
I'm the 2021 Utah Teacher of the Year. I'm also a finalist for National Teacher of the Year. I'm here in my classroom, and anytime we have an emergency drill, I can't help but remind the students. If this were an actual crisis, like for reals, could I keep you safe? Well, I don't have to wonder anymore. Last year, the pandemic hit. Once-in-a-century crisis. I stepped up. I took 2 shots in the arm. Whoa! Also, I look at my students and say, "You see this? This vaccine for you. It's for us. Now we're all one step closer to ending this pandemic." People like to say that we teachers are heroes. Well, getting vaccinated against COVID-19 is just one more way we can prove them right.
Okay. So I just thought that was fun. And a teacher stepping up and doing a video. And oh, I knew that would happen. Hold on a minute. Stop, lady. Stop that. Okay. All right. See, it's hard to do this all by yourself. So, Marty, I'm going to turn it over to you to talk about what we're doing locally, and it's all yours.
Great. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'm semi-coherent this morning. I have not had enough coffee, not even close to it. So like I said before, I'm here as a volunteer for the CIRC. And for those of you who may not be familiar with the CIRC is comprised of economic development, business support organizations, nonprofits, medical and educational institutions. And these groups have come together to share updates, coordinate resources, and ensure consistent communication to area businesses and to the public at large. Last August, we launched our Wear a Mask campaign. Wear a mask, don't make us ask. Those who have visited our county have said they were amazed by the amount of people in Humboldt that were wearing masks and how prevalent the campaign was. Hopefully the campaign in some measure has helped protect the health of Humboldt County and has helped keep businesses and schools moving forward. And I'd like to personally thank your Rotary Club for participating in that campaign. Maggie asked me to come here today and talk about the CIRC's newest campaign, our COVID vaccine campaign launched this month called Do It for the Hugs. We're running on radio and social media with spots soon to come to television and cable. So far, roughly 54% of the country has received at least one COVID-19 vaccine shot, but only a third are fully vaccinated. Unfortunately, the vaccine rates, like Maggie said, are slowing and people are beginning to get pretty concerned. I was talking to Ian Hoffman, who heads up our public health, the other day, and they were very concerned about what's happening here in Humboldt and even in Bell North, et cetera. Looking at different research, surveys that have been done out there, it looks like roughly 25 to 35% of the public is considering not getting a vaccine. We'll review later why this is so concerning. I know everyone is tired of COVID. Regardless of one's politics, I think it's safe to say we all hate our masks. If folks are like myself, I found myself the other day realizing a very disturbing thing. I had forgot about COVID impacting the rest of the world. I was just too focused about the US and here in Humboldt. Right now in Brazil, they're having 400,000 new cases of COVID a day. Heard that correct? 400,000. And in India, it's 375,000. In fact, they said the death rate in India right now is about 3,600 a day. And they think it's drastically underestimated. My oldest son is married to a young Indian woman, and we're very concerned at the moment about her family in India. So it's a global community. And when you watch all of this on TV, it's like watching something out of a sci-fi horror film. It doesn't even look real. So this is why it impacts us. We have to stop these COVID variants that are taking a foothold in other parts of the globe from reaching here. And in order to do that, we have to get 70 to 85% of the US population immunized. And right now, there's a serious doubt going on in public health around the country as to whether that's achievable. And this becomes even more necessary when you see how quickly countries can go from seeming to have COVID under control to all of a sudden it's out of control. A month ago, India thought they were in a good place with COVID, and obviously they're not. When we were impacted here in the United States, the primary variant that was impacting us is no longer the primary variant impacting us today. We are now being impacted by a variant from Great Britain. It has superseded the original variant that was across the United States. So one thing is for sure, these variants are going to hit our shores, period. And it becomes even more critical that we get as much of the population vaccinated as possible so that potentially we can stop these variants from getting a foothold. Now, a lot of folks who weren't part of the Wear a Mask campaign and aren't part of the vaccine campaign, they like to say, well, COVID, the data around COVID isn't real. And we could probably argue that for the next 100 years and never change anyone's mind. So here's the fact. COVID kills 1 to 5% of the people that get infected. And it just depends on the data that you look at. And in my mind, just personally, that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is getting COVID, because COVID seems to impact every single person in a different way with different symptoms. And to me, that's terrifying. And now, because we've been going through this for roughly a year, we're starting to see what Maggie was talking about, the long haulers. And essentially, the long haulers are individuals that are having symptoms for a longer period of time. Well, it looks like 30% of the people that are getting COVID are becoming long haulers. And there's over 100 different symptoms that are showing up. So some of these are mild, but some of these are more serious. So it's anything from fatigue, to headaches, to brain fog, memory loss, gastrointestinal problems, muscle aches, heart palpitations, onset of diabetes. I mean, it goes on and on. Like I said, this is what terrifies me the most about this disease. So, you know, health experts are now just beginning to say that they're concerned about what we're going to be facing as a country and as a world 5, 10, 20 years down the road, as we see the complications from COVID continually impacting our population. So, you know, I'm going to be out on community comment and other places in the community trying to reach out to those people that aren't interested or are concerned about getting a vaccine. One of my buddies the other day, he said, I asked him, I said, hey, did you get your vaccine? He was like, no, I'm waiting. I said, you know, John, what are you waiting for? I said, I didn't keel over and die and nobody else has. So what's your concern? Now, I know him well enough, and he took what I said in the right light. I realized I was just giving him a hard time. But it comes down to this. Most things in life are not right and wrong. They're not black and white. I think the older you live, the longer you live, the more you realize everything is just gray. There's just not a path through a lot of things. And so I find myself having to play the odds when I make decisions. You know, what's the best decision I can make based on the information I have at hand? And I feel like I'm at the poker table with COVID right now. And so you can either play your cards on science, data, the history. I mean, if you want to give yourself the willies, go study the Spanish flu. And that's a pandemic of 100 years ago. Because literally every mistake we made this time, we made 100 years ago. It's like we learned absolutely nothing. So you can either play your cards on that hand and get vaccinated, or you can just hold your cards and wait. And to me, that doesn't seem like a very safe path, not playing the odds. So we're here asking your Rotary Club today to help participate. I'm going to put into the chat how you can participate. And basically what we're going to be asking you to do is to get your phone and have you record a basic thing. So, you know, hi, I'm Marty Coelho from College of the Redwoods. I got vaccinated because, you know, I got vaccinated because I wanted to have dinner again with my mom. And we're going to be compiling these into radio and television, 30-second PSAs that we can run on radio and TV and social media. So it's a pretty simple thing to do. Now, if you're not a big fan of recording your voice or your picture, you can send us a headshot and just give us a direct quote. You know, I got vaccinated because, and give us a statement. And public health is running the same campaign right now, so we're collaborating together, and it'll end up having a much larger impact on the community. So I will step off my soapbox right now, and if there's any questions, go ahead and answer them.
Thank you, Marty. Any questions for Marty? Mike is, oh wait, I'm sorry. Who's speaking? Oh, Mike, is your hand up now, or are you, Mike? Go ahead. You're muted, Mike.
Hold on.
There you go.
Okay. Marty, the website you talked about, is it possible that that website has a feature where we can go to the website, click on be videotaped so you have it right there, rather than us do it ourselves on our phone and send it in?
No, sorry, Michael, we don't have that capability at this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Marty? I think this is a great opportunity for us as Rotarians and community leaders to step forward and share what we can about why we got our vaccine, and encourage encourage other people to do the same. So please take the little bit of time it will take to do this, and let's get those messages out there. And those of you in the club who haven't got vaccinated yet, please seriously consider getting it done. Again, once we're all vaccinated, we could be in a room together without masks and enjoy fellowship again, and not just look like we're playing a complicated game of Hollywood squares. So, so it'd be great to see you all in person at the same time. Thank you so much, Marty, for sharing with us today, and I hope you get some of us to join in this.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody being willing to listen.
You bet. You bet. Thank you. All right. I'm going to try to do this. There we go. So thank you for that. Raffle time. Nick, what do we got?
All right, today's raffle is, the big prize is $60 cash. Too bad it's not 60 pounds. That would be even better. But here we go. So it's Greg.
Boy, that was excruciating, that last
That was super close. Yeah, definitely. So Greg, let's see what you got. $5. I'll pay you through Venmo.
All right.
And let's see the next one. I always have to go with whatever the computer ends up landing on. So close right there too, but I think it's Rachel. Yep, Rachel. So you got redeemed, Rachel, and let's see what you got. Another $5. I'll pay you both through Venmo. Thank you guys for playing, and good luck with your raffle prizes today.
Thank you, Nick. That's great. Did anyone know there was a $5,000 bill? I was kind of surprised to see this. And Madison, it seems like a random person to have on it, but anyway. AJ, are there still $5,000 bills?
Not in circulation.
All right. But if I had one, it would be worth 5,000?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
There's a 10,000 too.
There's a 10,000 too? Yikes. I just don't carry that kind of cash. All right. So we are going to our final Friday auction. But first we are going to Terry. Oh, I just want to mention that we get so many things from Paul Harris Foundation that I am now on a first name basis with them. They just send it to Maggie, and it's hilarious. I'm like, we get so many of these that they're just like, yeah, it's Maggie again. So Ian, be ready. It's going to happen. It's going to go Ian. All right, Terry.
Thank you, President Maggie. You know, like I always say, there's no reason to stop it. Just having one Paul Harris Fellow. And thank you, Siva. You are now a Paul Harris Fellow +3. I really appreciate your support. Keep on giving. And Jeff Stebbins, I don't know if he's here. I didn't look at everyone, but he is now a Paul Harris Fellow +2. And Maggie or I will arrange to get these pins to people in person so they're just not pictures on the screen. Thank you.
Okay, so we're jumping right in. Go, 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 go.
Okay, so before I get going, I got a nice text from Brandon this morning. His service is bad, so he cannot join me, so feel free to join in and heckle. He did, though, ask me to bid for him. He's really excited about all of the topics, all of the items today, so I'll be bidding on Brandon's behalf this morning. Who donated this one, Maggie?
Terry, a friend of Terry's.
Yes, Elena Seymour is her name.
Can you tell us more? I mean, is it just a dahlia farm? I've never heard of it. So, John knows what it is.
Vanessa, can you weigh in here? I'm not exactly sure what her setup is.
She is growing dahlias and doing arrangements for weddings and stuff. So this is towards a dahlia arrangement.
Okay, so not like dahlia bulbs. This is.
Yeah, this
No, it'll be a bouquet.
Got
And
it.
she does really beautiful work.
Those are beautiful colors. Well, we've got John at 50. Does anyone want to bid past the John to check out the dahlia farm, or the Jessica 60? I don't know. I feel like Brandon must really like dahlias, I think.
He does. He told me that the other day. Yeah.
He did on the phone this morning. I mean, there's limited items this morning, so you guys should really, jump on this opportunity. Don't let Brandon take it away from you.
It'll be ready like in July, or available in July. Closer to
When we're all entertaining again.
I think
because
we
we're all
should
vaccinated.
help Brandon out here because Mother's Day is coming up and he wouldn't want to miss that opportunity. He should probably bid pretty high on that.
I don't know. He's
too,
got his eye on
Chris.
the next couple things, Chris. Was that a bid from Chris? All right. I'm going to say 75 to Jessica, going once, twice. All right. Jessica wins it. All right. What do we have
Thank
next?
you.
Thank you, Monique. Oh, gosh. Okay. I'm supposed to open this one because this one's actually at my house. Okay. So this is a Carl Johnson gift basket. Let's see if I can pull this off. Sitting in the sun is a poor choice. Okay, so I'm going to try not to destroy it completely, but it's a beautiful gift basket. I have no idea the value, but it is certainly enticing. We've got in here some. Oh, it's taped together. Jeez, these people don't mess around. I'm going to destroy this thing. Okay.
Yeah, maybe it won't work.
No, you definitely won't be able to
Amanda,
see
that's
it
a pretty
too.
good description about it. You don't
Yeah,
need
I got the list up there, Amanda, so maybe you don't need to open it.
All right, we'll skip it. Well, Terry already knows it looks great. Lots of great stuff in here. It's very cute. So if you want to give a gift basket for Mother's Day, Terry's at 100. I'm guessing just from wandering around that it's probably worth around 100 or probably a little bit more. So you want to outbid Terry?
Isn't this something that Brandon would want?
I think it is. I do think it is something Brandon would want.
Oh, there we go.
I also love lemon curd. It is delicious. Does Marty love lemon curd more than got Lori and Brandon together? So I think someone's got to love it more than that. Just give you guys a minute to think about it. Got coffee caramel sauce, scones, 120. This could be a really nice spring activity. We got like biscuits and for your baking.
Everybody
needs.
always needs a new kitchen towel and oven mitt.
I agree, and it's really cute. It's kind of like a little bee pattern, and then the towel's black and white stripes, so it could really go with a lot of different things. Could wrap your scones in it, in the basket. All right. I think we're at 120 to Joyce. Going once, going twice. Sold.
Thank you.
All right. And this is our last item. This is a quick one, and we're jumping into something different. Dustin, are you here? I didn't see if Dustin was here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you want to elaborate at all on this?
It's dinner with DG, with the DG at PG, so at Plaza Grill. So we'll cap it right now at $100, so we don't get out of control. But who knows where it'll go? So anyway, a fun dinner with me, and we can talk all things Rotary, whatnot. You can let me know anything, or we can just have dinner and have fun. So anyway, I thought it'd be a good way to go with this, and we can all get back together, or you feel comfortable. That's fine with me. So dinner with the DG starting at 100. Amanda, take it away.
Sounds good. Well, who do we got? Oh, Lori's like, Lori wants to have dinner with Dustin. I definitely know that Brandon likes to hang out with Dustin. He's gonna be disappointed if I don't win anything.
Dustin will never miss. I mean, Brandon will never miss another meeting.
You know, I think I really think he wants this. I know.
I do too. I'm sure he does.
I'm totally sure. Is anyone gonna outbid him? Oh, Dick really wants it too. Oh, so does Chris. What do you think, Terry? Are we out of Brandon's budget here? I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. Tell him we almost got it for him. All right, I'm gonna say Chris sold to Chris, going once, going twice, sold.
Okay, can I bring my wife?
Oh man.
Absolutely. Bring everybody.
Oh, don't say everybody.
I capped it at 100 for a reason.
Yeah. I mean,
We can all get waters.
and leave a big tip. Thank you, everybody. That's great. So we're going to jump into something else now. We are at the last day of, and the cat's back. We are at the last day of the World Immunization Week. And he's going to make this really hard. I'm sorry about the cat butt. Let's see if I can get you to look at something else here. Let's see now. It says I'm screen sharing. Can you see anything? Anybody?
Yes, we see GPPI.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to share this. This is a little bit dated, but not only in that they say when there's a vaccine available, but other than that, it's all still relevant. Hello there, how are you? Okay, let's see if we can.
When a crisis hits, we look for solutions and react to the challenge of the moment. In 2020, that's COVID-19. And as the
Did that go quiet on everybody? Huh.
Yes, it did.
The polio eradication infrastructure is playing a critical role in protecting communities from the pandemic. It might seem invisible, but it's a vast disease-fighting toolkit that surveils for traces of the polio virus and tests thousands of samples every year, and focuses critical resources through hubs and emergency operation centers, maintains a sophisticated logistics network to safely deliver vaccine, and trains health workers to inform the community of the importance of immunizing children. Now, Rotary and its partners are using this polio infrastructure to also help respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. Surveillance is a cornerstone of the polio eradication effort. In Ethiopia, community volunteers are now reporting suspected COVID-19 cases. And community health workers conduct house-to-house visits to identify suspected cases. Knowledge and information hubs like emergency operation centers are central to polio eradication activities in Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Nigeria. They are now also used as coordination centers for COVID-19 response, where polio partners develop plans, analyze data, and quickly share information, all in a centralized location. Teams created a national interactive dashboard, tracing contacts, mapping cases, and managing data. In Pakistan, resource centers offer COVID-19 training for health workers, and one center serves as a testing site for the community. Across regions, the logistics network used to distribute polio vaccines is now essential in getting personal protective equipment to remote areas. In Pakistan, trained staff have collected thousands of COVID-19 samples. And teaming with UNICEF, Rotary distributed more than 3 billion bars of soap to households in vulnerable areas of Afghanistan. Because good hygiene protects against polio and COVID-19. This infrastructure relies on the trusted voices of community influencers. The relationships they build ensure accurate health information protects the community against polio. In around the world, and viruses travel with them, this infrastructure will live on to tackle public health priorities and ensure a polio-free world. Your ongoing support for polio eradication will leave behind this everlasting legacy for decades to come.
So that system that we've created over the years is very helpful in other countries. It kind of makes me wish we had that system here in the United States, but that's something we've built and we continue to support with our End Polio Now campaign. And I wanted to share, just because some of us may not be fully fully aware of what this campaign looked like. So I'm going to pull this up here. Hold on a second. Bear with me. Let's see. Okay. A minute. No. Oh gosh, I've lost you all. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm almost there. Okay, so I wanted to just share, this is what the world looked like in 1988 in terms of where polio was endemic and impacting children. And this is in most of our lifetimes, if not everyone. Some of you weren't born then, but I was 26 and just moving to Humboldt County and starting to work here. I had no idea that polio was a thing all over the world. By 91, starting to see the impact of the work. 94, no more polio in Central and South America. 97, a big jump. 98, still more, but it's Africa is still impacted. 2000, big jump between 2000 and 2003. 2010, just 5 countries. Then down to 3, and here we are now with just the 2. That's an incredible thing that Rotary has done with all these other folks. And so what we need to do is continue this. And we've got this campaign going that's called Get a Shot, Give a Shot, which is if you were able to, if you got your vaccine, your COVID vaccine, and think about how easy it was for you to get it, how in this country, anyone who wants a vaccine can have a vaccine compared to what we're seeing, like Marty said, in the other countries. And we didn't have to pay for our vaccines, we got it. So what we're encouraging all of you today is to continue to learn about polio, tell people about what we've done, but also, if you got a shot, give a shot. We're asking you today to think about what's your copay when you go to the doctor? You know, is it $30? Whatever it is, or whatever you feel you'd like to give that today to End Polio. Give it today to the foundation. We're asking for that today instead of having a lot of prizes. That if everyone in our club were to give $30 to this, we would make a big difference, and we would be giving that vaccine. So I want to see if people can pledge for that. You all are already all doing it. Thank you. So if people can go ahead and Venmo. And if you'd like to, you can also pledge more. Thank you, Jessica. That's awesome. If you want to send a check-in, send a check-in. Just make sure you send it to the foundation. And Terry, should we be sending these to you rather than to P.O. Box?
Yeah, they should send them to me. Make it to the foundation and send it to me, please, and I'll get it through.
Great. And Jessica, you're wanting to know both amounts?
Of course.
Yeah. So thank you. If people would be able to do that, and it's going to make a big difference. I'm going to type somebody's. I always can tell when somebody sent me a private message because it's asking me to. You guys, you got to tell me that. Don't you got to give me the advice I need in the moment out loud, folks, because I don't look at the chat as much as I could. Radio button, I will look for that. And tell me if you can't hear stuff. It's really okay. So thank you, everybody. If you're able to put, I'd love to see as many of us as possible do that. And if you don't put it in the chat today, or you don't, but do consider that and send something on to Terry, and let's see what we can do. We won't know the numbers. Terry, you've got the pledges going. You can add those up to see what we have so far. You could put me down for $50 as well. And I just really appreciate everyone doing that. Thank you so much.
Maggie, can I say something really quick?
Absolutely, yes.
Please. I have a few pounds of coffee for everybody that participated in the 3-month race. There are lots of people that still haven't picked up their coffee or their gift certificates. Ray, Stephanie, Joyce, Scott, Chris, Melinda, Rebecca. I'll be here at 3 o'clock. The Griffin will be open, and at noon on Saturday if you want to come pick up your coffee, please. It's aging.
And that's really important because I noticed that I'm out of my morning mayhem and I need to buy some more. So I might just go buy it from you. But no, I won't. Thank you, everybody. It looks like we're getting up close to 500. Does that count my $50, Terry?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So I really appreciate all of you today. I will get Jessica, I will get you those, you're getting the gift certificates. Ray and Vanessa, I will get you the money for that, so that when Jessica shows up at your door, you're ready to roll. And I really appreciate everybody today. I hope you have a great Kentucky Derby Day tomorrow. And I reminds me that if in a regular world, we would be having our spring fundraiser and we would be listening to Gregg run the race for us. And anyway, hopefully soon. Any other words of wisdom for the order? Got a couple minutes. Happy to end the meeting early, but if there's anything people want to say that they didn't get a chance to say, please, now's the moment.
We have one final Friday left this Rotary year. It's next month. And, you know, I divvy up the list of the members and I assign everybody a month, but anybody can change their month. And if people just don't make a month, I move them to the next one. So there are a lot of people on the list for May. So we may have a huge auction, or who knows how it's going to work, but I'm looking forward to a huge one to round out the year.
That sounds great, Terry. And yeah, and it's the last chance to get something and support our efforts. And I might be ready to buy something in May. So that sounds great. So everybody have a good weekend. Thank you, our guests. Thank you, Marty. Good seeing you, Nera. And I also, and where did she go, Raven? Nice to see you. Monique, I saw you came in late. Good to see you again. And everyone take care, stay safe, be good to each other. Talk to you later.